You guys have won so many, best workplaces awards, which is really quite surprising. It's a pest control company. Like, how can it be such a great place to work? So what are some of the things that what are some of the initiatives that you guys have done over the years to really make sure you're putting your colleagues first?
I came up with this thing. I didn't come up with it. When I worked in America, in my old company, I had a project called Employer of Choice. And I thought, well, I quite like the sound of that, Employer of Choice. So that means people want to come and work for us. So we sat down and did a lot of work with our colleagues and say, well, why do people want to come why do they want to stay? What is it about the job and what is it about pest control? What is it about Rentokil that cause people to want to stay? So we put a whole program. It's less about initiatives and it's about creating this culture and this nice place to work. And people say to me, what's it like at Rentokil? And I always say the same thing. It's a really nice company. Yeah. It's nice people. Nice is very much underrated. So we're trying to create this warm, collegiate environment, supportive environment that we help each other. And that goes an awful long way. But there's a very hard-edged side to it as well. We measure a lot of things. I can tell you we've got 2,000 branches around the world. I can tell you, well, don't ask me, but you'll test me out. But every single branch around the world, how many vacancies we've got in each branch, in each role, how many people have applied for that job, how many days has it taken to fill that? And we track that. We've been tracking that for years. So you can see trends in any city in the world. So you can actually see, is there a problem in the Shanghai branch, or no, it's always been challenging. It's the same in the Bay Area of San Fran. So the combination of a supportive culture where we spend a lot of time, effort, and money on training. We promote from within. We really try not to hire from the street. We promote every time there's a vacancy, promote from within. But also we track and we trace KPIs over a long period of time so we can see, are we improving? We've invested a huge amount in training, frontline training, management training, and that's really, so we're investing in people. Those are the things that we've done. I mean, you said quite rightly, we've won awards. We won, Indeed, we won the award for the best employer in the United Kingdom, and Apple came second. You were in the Apple store over the weekend, and so how does pest control? It's really by working on that culture. We're trying to be a good, supportive, nice place to work.
I hear it a lot. I mean, a couple months ago, I was having a beer with Chris, and I said, why don't you leave? The UK is cold, it's dreary, high taxes. Why don't you leave that place, go to the Gulf, pay no taxes, make more money? You got another run on you, and he said, Rentokil's really a lovely place to work. I just couldn't see myself anywhere else.
You're trying to tap up my people. Steady now.
I like to test the waters just to see what's going on.
But yeah, one of the nice things, and again, it's back to execution. If I look at my team, the global team around me, there's an awful lot of longevity. People have tended to build their careers here, and they've tended not to move on. Now, you can argue that sometimes
they should leave.
One or two times you'd say, well, it'd be good if somebody moved because then it allows someone else to come through. But if you've got a business and you're trying to do, as we are, a consistent execution model, having people that have been doing it for a number of years, and you see this typically in the industry, people who stay in the industry, is really, really helpful for that execution. So having people that have been with us 10 years and know what they're doing, they don't need a lot of interventions, certainly makes my job an awful lot easier, but it also means the reliability of that execution is so much higher. Maybe you lose a bit the margins because you've not got the latest thinking from somebody joining from outside the industry, but I do think that counts for a lot.